Is it just me, or is it beer 30 o'clock? Welcome, one and all, to the K.O.E Nation for another Beer 30 o'clock review, and we're going to introduce another one of the crazy cast of characters that make up Beer 30 o'clock. We've already met Tony, we've already met Chicken, but now we're going to meet Justin of the Yanked Up podcast on YouTube. Him and Tony at two different points of the night during our amazing Andre the Giant Memorial Beer Fest, basically, for lack of better terms, where we drink 156 beers as a community in tribute to the boss, Andre the Giant. This was another one of the mini reviews that we did that night. Tony G and Justin also hit Keystone Light on that night, so I figured, let's give you folks two for the price of one. I know. Being a part of the K.O.E Nation is really the best deal in the history of ever. You get all these reviews, you get access to all this amazing K.O.E content, you get my gorgeous mug on your screen. I mean, come on, best deal ever. So without further ado, let's get to this Keystone Light review.
Justin, did you have a review of Keystone?
Yeah, hit it.
I do.
All right.
I do.
You're up, brother. You're up.
All right.
Keystone.
I am Keystone. Yes, I love that commercial. That was a great commercial. I am drinking the wonderful light lager from Coors Brewing Company. That's all it says. Keystone Light. The taste, the first sip is usually the worst. Then after about two, you don't remember it. So, as for cost, I'll rate it a 5. Just because it's cheap and nobody drinks it when they come over.
So what about taste?
Taste, 2.5.
As a beer, 2.5?
Yes.
Okay, and does that qualify as a lager?
It is a light lager.
So on a light lager scale, how do you grade it?
I give it a 3.
Okay, and when would you most likely be excited about drinking a Keystone Light?
Never.
Okay.
I drink it because it's cheap. I drink it because it's cheap. And it's great for camping, and that's it.
Give it a sip for the people.
Give it a sip. Give it a sip.
Ooh, the big, I'm sorry.
Ah,
the big
nice.
Husker glass that I got.
How's this Keystone taste, Justin?
By the next one, it'll be better.
Okay, that's a good review. That's shit.
Here we go.
I got this.
Keystone.
Fast. All right.
The second review to the Keystone.
Fucking Keystone, baby.
Keystone.
I gotta follow up.
first review,
Tony
sorry.
G here with another, let's call it beer review, folks. Tonight we are reviewing college frat boy favorite, well, pretty much anybody who can get a hold of it, favorite, Keystone Light. Phil, what can you tell us about this?
This is a beer that is from the Coors Corporation. It is a light beer.
Yes, it is.
And it has the words
That's
Key
hot.
and Stone on it. So, was it considered an American light ale, or what would this be?
Tony, you're gonna have to take some of that nose oil and put it in there.
This is a lager. It's a light lager.
Oh, light lager.
Yeah, let's go with that.
So,
Here we go. This is one that I've had many a time. I'm not a fan of this beer.
I thought we already reviewed this beer tonight.
Justin did.
yeah.
Tony fucking G, the non-COPPA friendly 9-time RWP champion, is now reviewing it. You pay some motherfucking respect. There we go. Tony G reviewing Keystone Light. It's been a hot minute since I've had it, but here we go.
Chug it. Just
Chug it.
Get up. I'll get there. This is easily one of the most easy sipping, easy chugging, easy drinking beers that there is, because there is frankly nothing going on here. This is basically water mixed with beer. There's There's nothing to write home about.
Rocky Mountain
This
piss
is-
water.
There's a reason that this is under $10 for a 30-pack.
It's
There's
Coors Light
nothing
in the
going
blue
on
can.
here. In terms of beer, this is I'll give it a 2.5 star on a beer scale. This is basically swill, but it's drinkable swill. It's passable swill. It's affordable swill. Nothing in terms of flavor, but by God, it's affordable and you can drink it. This is 2.5 on a beer scale. If we want to call it a light lager, which I think, frankly, is demeaning to the term, I'm going to give it another 2.5 on a light lager scale because there's nothing here, folks. You're drinking this to get shit-faced. You're drinking this for quantity. You're drinking this for affordability. You're not drinking this to enjoy it. My one Keystone Light story might be this one. About 10 years ago, a gentleman came into my party with a 30-pack of Keystone Light, a 2-liter of Minute Maid, and some various bottles of really cheap vodka and booze. And we poured all of it into styrofoam coolers with ice on top of it. And we swished it around. And we drank whatever the juice was that came out of that. Once that thing was about a quarter of the way down, or quarter of it left, I was joking with one Germs, who's done many a whiskey review here on the K.O.E. Nation. I went, I'm gonna chug it. And he drank so much of that styrofoam cooler that when I said, I'm gonna chug it, he went, no, don't do it. And he karate chopped the styrofoam cooler, thus exploding the styrofoam cooler all over said Tony G. And I was then wearing the liquid and the ice was on the floor. And I looked down, and I looked back up at him, and I said, huh? And he went, I'm sorry. So
And
in
that
other words,
explains
Keystone
so much.
Light,
Got a history.
Keystone Light, it gets the job done, but you're not going to enjoy it. But damn it, it's affordable. So here you go, folks.
Affordable and you piss a lot.
Oh, shit.
Tony G.
He's the man.
There you go, folks. My fucking word. My fucking God. So, how are we doing there, Tate?
Wonderful.
As you can
Yeah,
see, folks, as the night progressed, it started getting pretty rowdy. But it was a really fun time. Really good time. And, you know, hey, what can you do when you start getting a couple of folks together and we're talking beer, wrestling, and just debauchery? It's going to be a good evening. So, folks, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, thank you for joining us for this Beer 30 review. You can find Justin at the Yanked Up podcast on YouTube. You can find Tony G at Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast on YouTube and Spotify. And of course, you can find me, Bill K.O.E., K.O.E. Nation on YouTube and Twitch. So, folks, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Raise a glass to yourselves. I hope to find all of you back here happy, healthy, and much the wiser. God bless, folks, and I'll catch you around when it's Beer 30 o'clock again. Catch you on the flip side.